Closeout Depot, Oldtown.
So repeal something, but no one really knows or understands the benefits. So there's a kind of like window of time before expectations get set and it becomes much more difficult politically to repeal something.
Exactly. So there is, this real concern that a Republican administration with a Republican Congress could repeal this law, that these price negotiations could end before they even begin. Former President Trump has not said exactly how he feels about this repeal effort, but let's say for the sake of argument that the law sticks around. I talked with health economist Ben Ippolito at the Conservative American Enterprise Institute. He said that the next president will still have decisions to make.
There's a ton of flexibility afforded to each administration. And so every single election, we're going to be wondering, well, how is this next person going to use this new authority?
So a new administration, Dan, they can pick how part of the bargain do they want to drive to try to get those prices down. Vice President Harris, she said that she was back there negotiating more sooner so that they could raise prices down more quickly than the current law would allow.
Hey, you have a nice store.
Sure, the administration.
Let's see what you got. It's nice. You gotta buy something.
I'll try.
To change,
I'm looking.
President Harris is proposing, she would need Congress's help. But I think it does show that, far from the potential for repealing the law, a Harris administration is going to want to make it more robust. Now, if Harris was able to get Congress on her side for this, her campaign predicts federal spending on prescription drugs for Medicare would likely fall from its current $150 billion a year. And Harris says she wants to spend some of that saved money on other policy proposals, like expanding home health care under Medicare. But Ben says the bigger unknown is what we talked about earlier, Dan, the impact this would have on drug development. You want to make sure that you're not going too far in discouraging the kind of drugs that you really do like. As we talked about, Dan, drug makers argue that if you reduce their profits, this will lead them to invest less in developing new breakthrough medicines. And even Stacey Ducetsina, someone who often pushes back on those kind of concerns, she thinks there's some value in taking a bit of a wait and see approach right now.
I want to see what does that mean for drug development, what does that mean for access for patients. And so
How much are the
DVDs?
DVDs?
A little bit
The-
cautious.
Should be priced.
How big and broad you
$2
go
to $3.
immediately.
That's a really interesting point here. Even people who support this idea of drug price negotiation being somewhat circumspect, because at the end of the day,
I guess I'm gonna ask. That's what I sell them for. So,
medicines that turn lethal cancers into
and they don't sell.
is something that everybody wants.
100%. Now, the other side of the ballot, if you will, once again, we don't have a clear sense of Trump's position on this, what he would bring into these price negotiations if the law stuck around. Then Alito suggested that Trump could try to use them to implement the so-called most favored nation policy that he proposed late in his first term. Probably remember, Dan, that this would have forced drug makers to sell certain drugs to Medicare at much lower rates than other countries often pay for them. Lawsuits from the drug industry blocked that plan. And interestingly, actually, the driving for this, I was going back to President Trump's website to see his manufacturer position. And just within the last few weeks, his campaign has taken down all references to this most favored nation policy, and is most people say that he is no longer in favor. So it really is unclear what he would do, and kind of what velocity he would bring to these negotiations if he were president.
Okay, Brian. So we have talked about the enhanced substance for the Affordable Care Act. We have talked about Medicare's historical power to negotiate drug prices, and now I believe we are going to tackle the one topic that has gotten some attention: abortion.
And that's the store. End of the video.